mattresses, twine, rugs, and medical supplies. The cotton farmers in West Texas also built a dental mill, and they all own a little piece of it. And in 1988, the farmers made a deal, and they promised to grow the cotton, and Levi Strauss promised to buy the dental. Their dental mill went through hard times early on because of the poor quality of the dental that it produced, but they worked out the kinks, and now it's winning quality awards and stuff. The next part is called No More Handfuls, and it's called that because the way the quality of the cotton was tested in the old days was by sticking your hand into the middle of a random bale and just pulling out a handful and looking it over, and then the buyer would name the price and the farmer would have to take it or leave it. And but with advancements in technology, that's no longer the case. Today it's graded by a computer that tests its color, strength, leaf content, fineness, and length. Next part is called All This and Subsidies 2. The 2002 Farm Bill gave American cotton farmers large amounts of subsidies. The world price of cotton for the 2002 to 2007 period ranged from 44 to 61 cents per pound, and American cotton growers were getting 72.24 cents per pound, so you can see that that's relatively higher than the rest of the world. And the 2002 Farm Bill expired in 2007, and it became a big topic of debate, and many people were pushing for a bill that didn't give so much in subsidies to cotton farmers, but it kind of got bogged down, and it ended up, the 2007 Farm Bill was passed, and it was basically the same, and it even gave a little bit more subsidies to the farmers. Next part is called No Lipstick for Africa. African cotton farmers do not have the technology that American farmers have, nor the governmental support. However, African farmers can produce cotton at much lower costs than Texas growers because of low price or even free family labor. Where's the competition is the next part. And Rivoli uses Thomas Friedman's The Lexus and the Olive Tree as an example of the competition between U.S. cotton growers and other countries. U.S. cotton growers are compared to lions and gazelles. They're like lions because they catch and eat their prey, and they resemble gazelles because by running faster and being smarter than the competition. The next part's called Vicious Circles. African cotton farmers have a hard time fighting off insects and other pests. First of all, because they can't afford the pesticides and herbicides and stuff. And when they can afford the pesticides, the directions are either in another language or they don't know how to read and write, so they can't read the directions. And so they misuse them, and people end up getting sick. And there's one example in this chapter of farmers that sprayed pesticides over their cotton, and it drifted to the next field and got on the maize, and the villagers then ate it, and a lot of people died, and a lot of people got sick. And when the African farmers were asked how they felt about the American government paying all the money that they do to cotton farmers in subsidies, they responded not with hatred towards the American government, but instead they wish that their government would do something similar. The next part's called Too Poor to Pollute. It looked like African farmers were going to catch a break when organic cotton was gaining popularity because they couldn't afford the pesticides that was making the cotton bad. But Turkey swept in, and they became the world's largest producer of organic cotton, so they stole that from that too. BT cotton, which was talked about in chapter 3, it's genetically made cotton that's supposed to fight off weeds and bugs by itself. It was China was the first one to try to introduce that, and it's supposed to help reduce the amount of money spent on pesticides. And at first it seemed successful by reducing the pesticide treatments per year from 20 to 6, but that was short-lived because they soon discovered that it was successful against the main type of bug that had been eating the cotton plants and stuff, but then all the other bugs just increased and it wasn't fighting them off, so the number of pesticide treatments rose again back to 18, which is almost where they were to begin with. The worms win. I think that was the last topic in this chapter. Through government subsidies, American cotton growers are protected in the case of a freak storm or anything else that takes out their crops, but the rest of the world doesn't have that luxury, and more than 500 farmers in India committed suicide because worms ate their entire crop, and it goes into detail at the end of the chapter about how they would like lay in their houses and they could hear the worms eating their cotton, and it made a lot of them commit suicide. And that was the end of the chapter.
Okay, good job. So if you had to summarize again in maybe 2 or 3 central points out of chapter 4, what would they be? You want us to walk away from this class remembering 2 or 3 absolutely central points. What would they be?
That America gets a lot more subsidies